To start off today's vlog, Sadie and I kicked off our morning in Los Angeles at the Museum of Death, a wild, intense way to wake up the senses. After that, we headed over to the Grove and the iconic original farmers market. Built on what was once Arthur Fremont Gilmore's dairy farm back in the 1880s, the farmers market has such a cool history. In 1934, during the Great Depression, 18 original vendors, 12 of them farmers, set up the very first stalls right on that land. What started as a simple idea to use unused space quickly grew into a community hub of fresh produce, handmade goods, and family-run food stands. And today, it's still owned by the Gilmore family, filled with generations of local vendors and that classic Los Angeles charm. Right next door is the Grove, which opened in 2002 as a modern open-air shopping centre designed to blend perfectly with the old-school feel of the market. And of course that we had to ride the trolley. It's such a unique piece, a double-decker built on the undercarriage of a 1950s Boston streetcar, and one of the first in the US to run using inductive power. Only in LA would you get something that nostalgic and that futuristic at the same time. From there, Sadie and I made our way to Bob's Big Boy, which you might remember from my very first Vlogmas video of 2025. Designed by architect Wayne McAllister, it's a perfect example of that late 1940s, streamlined modern style that transitioned into the classic 50s coffee shop look. The giant Bob's sign towering overhead, that's actually part of the official architectural design, and the restaurant is now designated as a point of historical interest in California. But even though my day with Sadie was such a fun start, that's not the main focus of today's video. It makes the perfect transition into the real adventure, day 2 at the LA Auto Show with Ralph. So let's dive in and take a look at everything Ralph and I got into at the show. Ralph and I made our way over to the test drive area. We did a quick pit stop at Starbucks to grab a drink, a little caffeine boost before diving into all the cars. Driving a handful of cars with the Stellantis team, we swung by the Spark display for, you guessed it, even more caffeine. They were giving out free coffee, so of course we had to grab some before heading to the next part of the show. Quick caffeine refresher, Ralph and I headed back out to the test drive area, ready to jump into the next round of cars. Test driving all the cars we had our eyes on, but eventually the hunger hit hard. So we took a break and headed to Lazy Dog, the restaurant not sponsored. and grabbed some food while we could before diving back into the show. After Lazy Dog, instead of heading back to the test drive area, we went straight into the convention center. We figured it was the perfect time to explore inside and check out all the car models, automakers, and everything else the show had to offer.
Everything just looks like a try-hard. This doesn't look like it's a try-hard. Hi.
As Ralph and I explored inside, it's wild to think about just how far the LA Auto Show has come. The very first show took place back in 1907 at Morley's skating rink, with only 99 vehicles and just over 3,000 visitors. By 1910, it had already outgrown its space and moved into a massive canvas big top at Fiesta Park. Through the 1920s, the show kept hopping to bigger venues as crowds and interest exploded. And then in 1929, a devastating fire burned the entire venue to the ground. But in true Los Angeles fashion, the community rallied, and the show reopened the very next day at the Shrine Auditorium. During the 1940s, the show went on hiatus because of World War II, staying dark for over a decade. But in 1952, it came roaring back at the Pan Pacific Auditorium with over 150 vehicles, including models from international manufacturers, marking a whole new era for the event. Fast forward to the modern era. In 2006, the dates officially shifted from January to late November and early December, which actually resulted in 2 shows that year, the second marking its centennial celebration. And today, the LA Auto Show has become one of the most influential automotive events in the world. Hosted at the Los Angeles Convention Center, filled with new vehicle debuts, cutting-edge technology, custom culture, and pretty much every corner of the automotive world under one roof. From 1907 roots to today, the LA Auto Show drives innovation forward, good company, and the perfect way to end the night.